y'all. How y'all feeling? I want to thank you all for coming out and being in solidarity with us, for being in solidarity with Palestinian students, and for your full solidarity with the Palestinian resistance.
That's it, that's it.
This is not a complicated issue. I keep hearing people tell me and seeing things that people keep talking about how, oh, it's too complicated for me to understand. I can't take a side. And it's not complicated. As someone who is a descendant of genocide survivors, whose people continue to be ethnically cleansed from their indigenous and ancestral homelands, I can tell you that the tactics they are using are coming straight from Israel. They are coming straight from occupied Palestine, and they are coming from a settler colonial state that is being funded by our government, by this institution, and is being propagated as if they're not committing genocide that has been years and decades of deadly tactics that are literally crimes against humanity. But we know that international law does not really protect Black and brown people. I want to just stand here and support the students that are demanding a divestment from the Gili program. For those that don't know, Gili is one of the longest lasting, over 30-year-old U.S.-Israeli police exchanges that has brought the proposal for Cop City, that has brought the mass surveillance that makes Atlanta the most heavily surveilled city in the U.S. and almost in the world. This university is facilitating the study of genocide. They are propagating the deadly tactics around the world and spreading it throughout the U.S., and they're bringing it to Atlanta. Georgia State talks a lot about how they want its legacy to be about student academic achievement and graduation rates, and unfortunately, I don't know how long it will take, but it will be the complicity, the participation, and the spread of these genocidal tactics. Like many other people here and in support with Palestinian resistance fighters and the liberation of Palestine in our lifetime, I have a significant material investment in seeing Palestine become free, in seeing the genocide of Palestinian people end. As a descendant of Armenian genocide survivors, indigenous people who have faced over a century of genocide, land theft, and settler colonialism that goes untalked about, I understand that this ethnic cleansing comes at the hands of Azeri and Turkish military, but it's done with the aid, with the weapons, and with the genocidal practices of the Zionist state. In 2020, Azerbaijan used white phosphorus in an attack on Armenians. They got that from Israel. They're using Israeli drones to kill our people. And after seeing the blockade of Gaza for over 16 years without recourse, Azerbaijan used that same tactic to ethnically cleanse over 100,000 Armenians. Armenians know better than anyone that Israel arms and trains the world, but its most deadly export is ethnic cleansing and genocide. It is our responsibility as members of this community, as people that live in the United States, that gives over $10 million to Israel every single day. It is our responsibility to not just show up here, but to act in solidarity. Palestine doesn't need our sympathy. Palestinians need our actual solidarity and have been asking for it for decades.
That's it.
What are you actually doing? What are you actually doing after leaving here today to stop the genocide of Palestinians? What are you doing to end colonial Israel? I know it feels big, but we have an opportunity as students that go to this school to hold our institution accountable for the violent, deadly program that is Gili. It is undeniable, and it is a fucking shame that it has existed for over 30 years. We cannot watch the imperialism, genocide, and militarism in Palestine, in Kurdistan, in Haiti, in Armenia, and not think that our fates aren't intertwined.
That's it.
When we realize that solidarity and speaking up for others does not detract from our struggle but only enhances it, we will start to see empires crumble.
That's it.
We will see a free Palestine in our lifetime.
That's it.
We will build gardens over the rubble of the prisons where political prisoners were released, and we burned those prisons to the ground. But only through solidarity will we get a taste of any of that freedom. I'm going to wrap up here, and I want you to repeat after me. Palestinians have the right to resist.
Palestinians have the right to resist.
They have the right to freedom.
They have the right to freedom.
We dare